Sometimes this world can make you feel like you are walking through it with a boulder on your back in the complete dark, looking for the tiniest piece of light to give you hope. Hello, and welcome to Love Speaks episode 2, really episode 1, like the full episode. But I'm Love, and today's topic is going to be starting your healing journey. Y'all, I got my little booklet right here because I am absolutely terrible. Like, my memory is so bad and I just don't want to go blank. So I have my notes right here with some topics that I wanted to go on, but I don't want to be looking like a robot reading off the paper like I be sounding when I say my first little intro. But yeah, we can just go off of the words that came to my heart, which is what I started it off with. Sometimes the world can make you feel like you're walking through it with the boulder on your back in a complete dark, looking for the tiniest piece of light. And that is just what it is. Like, when you, first off, this world is, in my opinion, like, so evil. Like, we live in a evil world, and it's like it gets more evil by the day. Like, everybody's out to hurt each other, and you just feel like you just got this big weight on your shoulder, just looking for every direction, looking for just a piece of light. It'd be like it'd be nowhere to be found because it's just dark everywhere. But we're going to talk about the journey and how you can find a light, because I promise y'all, at the end of that tunnel, it's a light, and it's going to shine so bright. God said the ones who are last will be first. So do not give up. Don't ever give up. So the first question that I got is, how do you know when you need to heal? How do you even know that you going through some stuff? Like, how do you even know that the world is dark? Like, how can you point it out? And it's by, first off, we all got something we need to heal from, whether we want to admit it or not. Most times, most of us be like, oh no, that's just how I am. And if you go through navigate the world like that, then you're never going to heal from your traumas. You're never going to break down those walls that you build so you can become the person that you need to be. We all have a purpose in this life, and if we don't break down, like, we have to go through these trials and tribulations, but just because we have to go through them don't mean we have to sit in them. They're designed for us to go through and get through and become stronger, not to get through and go in a shell, because now we're scared and we're terrified to move on, because what's next after I move past this? What you gonna hit me with next? No, whatever comes next, you're gonna be already prepared for. And we go through stuff so we can help other people get through stuff. Nothing that you go through. Oh, I'm talking with my hands a lot. I don't like that. But nothing that you go through goes in vain. It's nothing that was placed on you that God felt like you couldn't get through, period. So you know when you need to heal when you alive. We all got something we need to heal from. And it's not easy. When I tell y'all, it's so hard. It is so hard. Healing is probably like the most hardest thing ever, because it can be a time when you're alone. Most of us, we feel like, well, nobody wants to be alone. We all long for companionship. We all long for love. Like, people think that this world is all about money, and you feel like that's going to make you feel better, but you don't even realize that you just think that if you have money, it's going to make people love you. And that's not going to bring you happiness. So you can have all the material in the world, but what you want the material for? You want to look good for somebody else, when that's not going to make them love you. Love only comes from within. So in order for somebody else to love you, you have to love yourself. And in order to love yourself, you have to heal, and you have to start with yourself. You have to heal yourself. I can go into how I started my healing journey. I've always grew up and I never I always felt like if I walked with my head down and feel defeated, then the person, whoever hurt me, then they won. And you ain't gonna win, baby. I am a winner. I don't lose. I don't play that. That's why I don't play games. Y'all don't ever invite me to a game night because I am a sore loser. I don't lose. I don't play games because I win. And so that's the mindset I have. So when it comes to healing, I felt like I was already always on the path of never wanting to sit. I always wanted to be better than the person I was yesterday. And now that I'm older, like now that I am like in the grown-up ages, I feel like I want to be the woman that I've always wanted to look up to. I can use my mom as an example. Like I always wanted to be as strong as her because she's been through so much, but she's always like so nice. She's the life of the party. Like my mom is like the sweetest woman. She let too much go past her in my eyes, but we ain't gonna get into that. But I always wanted to be following those footsteps. Whoa, did y'all hear that? I don't know what that was. Oh, this is terrible. I'm sorry. But yeah, so what we was talking about, healing. I think I told y'all. Sidetrack, sidebar, doo. I think I told y'all I have it really bad with like going off topic and like start talking about something else and like I'll totally forget. But yeah, this is. So if I re-say something that I was already saying, it's because I want to stay on track, and this is how I stay on track. Okay, all right, let's go back to it. Yeah. So we was talking about my healing journey. So yeah, I never wanted to let anybody win. So that's where it started off at, and then like as I got older, I went on like a spiritual awakening like 2 years ago, and that have got me so much closer to God. And like I've been every day I live my life wanted to be more like God. And as far as forgiving people, that is like the key to healing. You have to forgive people, and people be like, oh no, you don't need to forgive them, da 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 da. Like I'm gonna use the example, I was just out like last week or something like that, and me and the people were talking, and they kept saying like you think God is gonna forgive rapists? You think God is gonna forgive murderers? And I was like, yes. Like if because you want God to forgive you, right, you cannot say where somebody what's somebody else is going to go or what's going to happen to them based on where you think they should go. I said I wholeheartedly forgive the man who hurt me, and I want nothing but the best for them, because you don't know what demons they're fighting. We're all fighting demons, and some demons are uglier than others. Some, you know, when you allow them portals down and you allow them entities to control you, and they can only control you and get to you when you have hate in your heart. Hate is a very contagious thing, and once you have it, it's so hard to let go hate, because you have so much envy and so much like I say, like you stuck in your ways. Like when you do that, you're not doing nothing but hurting yourself. You feel like you're protecting yourself, but no, you're hurting yourself, because that allows you're now a puppet to the devil, basically. Like he can use you in ways that he can't use somebody that's full of love, because when that little voice in your head tell you, oh, this person did this to you, so you can go do this to that person, and that's what's wrong with our relationships, our relationships in every aspect, romantic, platonic, everything is because we don't have unconditional love, and you have to love unconditionally. And loving unconditionally is not easy. It's very hard. It's very tedious. Like, you want to hate somebody so bad, but you just be like, I just gotta love you because I want God to love me, and he does. Like, I don't care what you did. I don't care if people tell you that God will never love you, nobody will ever love you. I love you. I don't care what you did, and God love you too, because that's what we're here for. We're here to love each other. We're here to uplift each other and not judge one another. Like, just because somebody's going through something, that doesn't mean that you can judge them. What make you better than them? No, we're all equal under God's eyes. We all God kids, so we just need to love each other more. My next bullet point goes into like what I was just talking about. How can we help each other heal? And it's basically what I was just saying, like, just not judging each other. Like, we have it so bad with judging each other. Like, oh, this person doing this and this person doing that, and they out here buying this and they ain't got that, and this and that. And you go down the street, you see somebody homeless. I ain't giving them no money. They have every opportunity and chance that I had. The tables can turn at any second. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you have. I don't care what you don't have. Your tables can turn at any second. At any given second, it could be you in the same predicament you just laughed at somebody else in. Well, whatever you said, it can never be me. It will exactly be you. We have to stop judging each other. We have to stop bringing each other down. Like, we get so much like a rush of seeing other people struggling. I don't understand why. Like, it's the most saddest thing to me. Like, we see each other in a bad spot and we don't try to help each other. We don't try to pick each other up. You see somebody ask you to loan them some money. You care more about when they gonna pay it back. Like, you don't know, the more that you give, the more that you get. When you bless somebody out of love, God is going to bless you 10 times more than they can ever pay you back. You just have to do it for the right reasons. We don't do stuff out of love. We do stuff out of greed, or we do stuff because like we feel and like we have to, or like, I don't even know how to explain it honestly, and I don't want to just say anything, but we don't do stuff because it comes from the heart. Like, we do stuff because we feel like we have to. You don't have to do anything. If, like, I would rather you not give me. The only person I'll ask something from is from my mama, because people have such the wrong intentions. It's crazy. I feel like sometimes people will loan you something or something like that just so they can say that they did it and go run and tell the next person, like, girl, why this person just asked me for this, da 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 da. Like, what did you do it for? You just want to laugh at me and to like mess with, like, yell at me and stuff until I give it back, and you just want a reason to never talk to me again. Like, people do stuff like that. Like, they'll loan you money. If you don't pay them back in like the next 3 days, they'll be like, oh, I'm never talking to this person again. They just like did this and that on me. Now, I'm not saying that you should just like give people money and just don't get your money back, especially if you need it. Get your money back. But I'm saying, like, have a heart about it. Like, I will never, if I loan you something, I know I'll never be broke, because I know that it's never about you need to have this by this. It's always about, I know that I can count on you because you can count on me. You have a friend in me, I have a friend in you, period. Like, it's always about, you're down, okay, let me help pick you up, because you don't know, the person that you're picking up can be the same person that can take you out of whatever struggle you in. Like, you don't know. God, like I said in the beginning, God said the ones that were last will be first. So if this person can never seem to get it together, can never get on their feet, and you just laughing at them, they're going to be the ones that you have to go to. You don't never know what you're going to have to go to them about. It probably because you ain't got no food in your house and you trying to feed your kids. Yeah. Yeah, like you can't laugh at people and knock them and kick them when they down. You want to help somebody heal. Pick them up. And then another way you can help somebody heal is by simply praying for them. Sometimes we all have battles that we are fighting that other people, humans, we can't win them battles for them. We can't fight them battles for them as much as we want to. We can't do it in the physical, but we can do it in the spiritual. Your prayer is your weapon. It is everything. Like when you pray to God and the angels, he will send his angels to protect you. His angels will come to your aid, and they will come to whoever aid you're praying for. Like if you just can't reach them, y'all, you can't seem to figure out what they're shaking, like why they can't shake whatever they're going through. Pray, and God will send his angels to literally protect them, cover them, and bring them out of whatever they're going through. And all you have to do is have the faith of a mustard seed, baby. The faith of a mustard seed. Yes. And then the next bullet point I have is that I feel like I'm going a little backwards in writing this. I gotta get it together for the next podcast. I got y'all though. I'm trying to go in order. So I just write down as I go, and then I just made a little couple of bullet points, but I'm just going to go by the bullet points. What if I can't forgive the person who hurt me? I feel like I touched this though, but I'll just say, if you feel like you cannot forgive the person that hurt you, I say ask God to give you the heart to forgive the person that hurt you, because once you can forgive them, you can be free. You cannot be free if you can't forgive them. As hard as it is, and as much as you want to hate them, they probably don't even deserve your love. Like, I really had to tell God, like, God, you really, like, I just can't, just a little, like, I really, like, for real. But listen to me. And that's just, I'm just being honest. I really was like it's hard. It's really hard, and I wouldn't lie to you. But you just have to ask God to give you the heart to forgive some people, because some people don't deserve your forgiveness. They really don't. But I promise you, I want you to be set free, and so do God. So in order to set yourself free, you have to forgive them. Where do we start? Where can you start the healing and stuff? You start at forgiveness, and then after you forgive them, you do shadow work, because once people hurt you, you start to develop this thing where you trying to protect yourself, where you like block out a lot of stuff that happens to you. You try to forget it. You can't forget it. You don't need to forget it. You need to remember it, and you need to see what was the lessons that were being thrown at you, and what do you need to learn from them lessons. And you have to really, really go into it. Like, you need to sit with that hurt, because we find once we get hurt and stuff, we find stuff to numb the pain in a way, regardless of what it is. Like some of us drinking, smoking, and all these other substances and other things to numb our pains, whether it's cutting, whether you cut to match the pain. You want to just feel something because you're so numbed. You have to sit in that pain. You have to let it. It's okay to feel emotions. It's okay. You have to let your emotions run its course. We are human. We are emotional beings. So that means that we have no choice but to feel emotion. You're going to feel the emotion anyways. But after you dump that drink, it's going to be gone for the moment. But that next morning, it's going to intensify. Whatever feeling you was feeling, you're going to feel it plus 10. Because now the devil have came and he sent his little minions, because we're becoming, when we do them substances and stuff, we become I'm trying to think of the word. We become sensitive to the spirit realm, and it's easier for entities to mess with us when we're under the influence of stuff. So when we drink, we be okay for the night, but then the next day it be intensified. And you also, if you feel like, oh, I can't just stop, I just can't stop, like, because we become addicted, then you have to ask God to help you stop. And the whole point of it all, for why even God even let us fall into addiction and stuff like that, is because if we could do it by ourselves, I'm telling y'all, we cannot do nothing alone. You cannot do nothing alone. And if you could do it alone, you wouldn't need God. So you wondering why he letting all this stuff happen to you, because he wants you to turn to him. It's nothing that we can't do, nothing alone. You can't heal by yourself. It's just not gonna work. No matter how hard you try, you need God, and he's going to meet you where you at. You don't have to stop doing anything. You don't have to stop. If you feel like you need to smoke and read your Bible. If you feel like you need to drink and read your Bible. Read a scripture, recite a scripture. Let God know that you're calling out for him, and he will come. He will meet you where you are in life. He won't leave you or forsake you. He will meet you, and he will not shame you. You have nothing to be ashamed of. We are human. We make mistakes. That is why Jesus came and died on the cross, because we are human and we make mistakes. We're not perfect, and anybody that claims to be perfect, well, what they had, because I want to meet them. But yes, we are not perfect. It's a journey. It's the journey of life. We all have to go through. We all have our own journey. But you matter. And you are here for a reason. You wake up every day because God is still using you, and don't never let him stop using you. If you feel like you don't have a purpose, ask God to reveal his purpose for you. And if you don't believe in God, ask him to show himself. Ask him to reveal himself to you, and he will. He will. But we also have to remember that God language is not the language that we speak. And so I know that, like, I don't know if y'all knew that I was going to be talking about God so much, but he is the reason why I am here. I told y'all in the first little bonus video that I said no to this podcast. God said yes to this podcast, so I'm here. So yeah, I've been asking him, just show me my purpose, show me my purpose, show me my purpose. Like, I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I try so hard. And so, yeah, I'm here speaking to y'all. And whoever God meant for me to make this podcast for, I hope y'all here. And I hope that you know that you matter. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I'm very big on, I like to make sure everybody know that they're seen. I'm very big on giving everybody their own personal answer and stuff. But like, if y'all ask me questions and stuff, I really want to answer them on the podcast, so I'll write them down, and then on a video I'll answer them. But I kind of like, I just want you to know that I see you and I'm here. Even if you want to personal message me, you can. I check my inbox. So yeah, I think that's it for this podcast. I hope this camera is still recording, because my phone was like dying. I'm recording on my phone at the moment until I buy a camera, even though I don't think I want to buy a camera, because when I tell y'all, this editing stuff is stressing me out. Like, you see I got the little stag from behind the microphone. I'm still stressed out. I still feel like you can hear everything, and I just hope that when I go back and listen to this video, I don't hear these headphones shaking, because I've been shaking my head. So yeah, we need some like sound effects too, because I was watching the other video. I'm like, oh, this a little boring a little bit. I need like some little sound effects and like some stuff like that. So yeah, I gotta figure out how to finish doing this stuff. Let's get a round of applause for me though. Oh, hold on. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thank you for coming to Love Speaks. I love you, and until next time, so long, farewell to you, my friend.